skill level is improved. We've got a couple of new players that are going to make a difference in our rotations. We've got 4 guys that are 6'8", athletic, good skills. If anything, they just lack a little bit of experience. Although Ike and Pavel Antonov both had breakout years, even though they were freshmen. Pav is the better scorer of those two, and at least that's been the indication at this point. Ike doesn't always play as hard as he needs to in practice, but he kind of makes up for it because when they turn the lights on for game time, he plays above the rim, and he's a phenomenal looking athlete. Chris Stocks, he's been fighting injuries. I think he may be ready by the time the season starts, but his conditioning is going to be hurting at that point. But he's a good player. He's a tough player, and gives us some leadership out of that guard position. I think either he or Nate Davis will be our starting point guard. I think Chris is probably more of a 2 than Nate is. Nate's really kind of more of a facilitator, and Chris likes to score and was our leading scorer last year, even though he didn't play in the fall semester. Clark played a lot of minutes last year, and his shooting percentages went down as the minutes went up. And we think we can help that situation because he is a good shooter, and we need guys that can throw that thing in the basket. We're still young, and we're excited about our team, our players. We started with our off-season program just as soon as we were eliminated. Our preseason workouts have been competitive. Competitive, playing for playing time. And if that doesn't bring it out of you, then what will? We're better. Winning some games is going to be important for us early on in the season. We need to prove that we can compete at a high level and prepare us for the conference season. It's going to be 24 games, I think, is what we're playing. And that's a tall order. We're certainly better at the defensive end, and we're not there yet. We still got, 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks to go before we really test it out. We have to defend with not just some of the time, but every possession. We've got to really narrow our focus on getting the ball stopped. Everybody's running ball screens and dribble drives and so on, and we're back as an archaic offense, saying that we're running motion, which basically incorporates all those things. I'm going to try to use our athletic ability and get the ball up and down the floor. That can only work if everybody's doing what their job is. And that was a problem for us a year ago. And it remains to be seen whether that's been fixed or not. Well, I can tell you how I voted. I put William Penn because every year they have new players that come in and they don't play like new players. They play like veterans, strong veterans. And then I put Benedictine, who's our defending champion, went 24-0 in the conference a year ago. Phenomenal year by the Ravens. We're going a lot of miles to play some really good teams. From top to bottom, our teams are good. There's some really good coaches, really good players, and it's going to be an exciting year. Looking forward to it. I'm upbeat about it. Our players are excited about getting the season started. I think we'll be a fun team to watch. Really do.